I just want to juxtapose that
Yeah.
with a publication which is, not to get your blood boiling,
Yeah.
but something somebody sent me. Glaciers, Gender and Science, a feminist glaciology framework for global environmental change research.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to talk about productivity, and then there's academia. And not to denigrate all of academia, but unfortunately, I mean, this is the profession in which people, have killed trillions of trees for bullshit, basically. So I just thought that would be a nice, ironic twist.
Yeah, well, the postmodernists, they don't believe in, I don't know how much you know about postmodernist philosophy. You're at Ryerson, so probably quite a bit. But not that the U of T is any better, because it's not. But the postmodernists don't believe in science. There's lots of things they don't believe in. They don't believe in logic. And I'm not making this stuff up. Like, you can go read it for yourself, Derrida in particular. They think that logic is part of the oppressive patriarchy and that there's no point in dialogue because all there is different power groups identified by their groups and they can't really talk. It's just a power struggle. And that's why the radical leftists stop people from speaking on campus. That's why I couldn't find anybody to debate me, roughly speaking, at the University of Toronto.
Right.
And I went to Queen's University 2 weeks ago to the law school there because I was invited by a group called the Runnymede Association, and they asked 6 professors if they would debate me. It's like, no. So why not? I'm not even a lawyer. And lawyers can debate. Like, they're good at that. That's what they're trained to do. No, they wouldn't debate me. So they had to get somebody to play devil's advocate, and he did a good job. He did a very credible job, I thought. But you think, well, why wouldn't they come out and debate me? That's easy. They don't believe in dialogue. Period. It's part of the philosophy. Because you have to believe in logic, first of all, to believe in dialogue. You have to believe that people can communicate as individuals, fundamentally, and not that you're just locked in your identity as group member against all the other identity groups that are struggling for power in the kind of Hobbesian landscape. That's all part of postmodernism. So, and this is just an extension of that. It's like science is just a oppressive patriarchal structure. And so we need to reconstitute it from the bottom up. It's like they type on their computers while they say this, not noticing that by the fact that they're using the damn computer, which wouldn't work. People had to figure out quantum mechanics before they could make computers. They use the computer, science isn't real. Tap, 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 tap. It's like they do the same thing when they're in jet planes. Science isn't real. And here I am, 600 miles an hour, typing on my computer. It's like that's called a performative contradiction from a philosophical perspective, and that's the same as a logical paradox. You don't get to say one thing and do another and say that you've got it right. Well, you do if you're a postmodernist, because you can do whatever you want if you're a postmodernist. And the reason the damn postmodernists are Marxists, as far as I can tell, because inevitably they are, is because the problem with postmodernism is it doesn't even leave postmodernists anything to do. Because postmodernists don't believe in overarching directional narratives. And the problem with that proposition is, if you don't have an overarching directive narrative for your life, you don't know what to do. And it's really important that you know what to do because you're alive and you need to do things. Well, we'll just turn back to the original Marxism and we'll say, well, we'll just group ourselves up in oppressed groups and we'll have wars between the oppressed groups. That'll give us a sufficient overarching narrative. It doesn't matter that it contradicts the postmodernist thesis because they don't care about contradictions. So hence this, feminist glaciology.